This delay is protecting you. Do not walk away yet. This moment is not empty. My child, listen to me. Stay here with me for a moment. I know how tired your heart feels right now. I know the questions that keep circling your thoughts. You have been waiting longer than you expected. And in the quiet of that waiting, doubt has tried to speak louder than hope. But hear me clearly. This delay is not punishment. This delay is protection. Pause your rushing thoughts. Breathe slowly. Let your shoulders rest. You are safe in my presence right now. If you are listening to my voice in this moment, it is not by accident. I have drawn you here gently, because your heart needs reassurance, not pressure. You do not need to prove anything to me. You do not need to be strong for me. You only need to be here. I see the doors you hoped would open by now. I see the prayers you whispered, sometimes with faith, sometimes through tears. I see the nights when you wondered if I heard you at all. My child, I heard every word. Even the ones you could not say out loud. The waiting has made you feel forgotten. The silence has made you feel unseen. And the delay has made you question your worth. But I want you to know this deeply. I have not stepped away from you. I have been standing closer than you realize. There are things you cannot see yet. There are moments ahead that require protection you did not know you needed. What you are asking for is real. But what I am preparing you for is deeper, safer, and more aligned with who you truly are. Sometimes I hold something back, not because it is wrong, but because receiving it too soon would wound you instead of bless you. If this is speaking to your heart, you may softly say, I understand. Not for anyone else. Just between you and me. I understand your frustration. I understand how heavy it feels to trust when nothing seems to move. I understand the ache of watching others move forward while you feel stuck. But my child, stillness is not abandonment. Delay is not denial. Silence is not absence. I am working in ways you cannot yet trace. I am gently removing what would have harmed you. I am shielding you from outcomes that would have broken your peace. You asked me to lead you. And sometimes my leadership looks like waiting. You are not falling behind. You are being held back with intention. If you are here, listening, you can quietly say, I am here. I am listening too. I am present with you. You do not need to force faith. Faith is not strain. Faith is a choice to rest even when answers are incomplete. Choose to rest with me now. Not forever. Just for this moment. Let me carry the weight you have been dragging alone. Let me steady the part of you that feels unsure. You do not need to figure everything out tonight. The delay you are in is shaping discernment in you. It is softening places that once rushed ahead. It is protecting your future peace, even if your present feels uncomfortable. And I promise you this, gently and truthfully. Nothing meant for your good has been lost. Nothing aligned with my love for you has passed you by. Stay with me. There is more you need to hear. And what comes next will bring clarity to your waiting. Rest your heart here for a moment longer. We will continue together. My child, I know the waiting has changed you. It has made you quieter in places where you used to hope loudly. It has taught you caution where you once ran forward without fear. Come closer. Let me speak into that change. You think the delay has weakened you. But I tell you gently, it has deepened you. You think time has been taken from you. But I have been adding wisdom where haste once lived. Slow your breathing with me. Let the noise fade. You do not need to replay every decision right now. I see the moment you almost forced a door open. I see the choice you were ready to make just to escape the pain of waiting. And I stopped you. Not because I wanted to control you. But because I wanted to protect you. There are paths that look like answers but lead to exhaustion. There are opportunities that feel like relief but steal your peace. There are connections that feel warm at first and slowly drain your strength. I love you too much to let you settle for what only feels right for a moment. If you feel this truth settling in your spirit, you may softly say, I understand. Let it be a recognition, not a performance. You have been asking me, why not now? And I have been answering with silence, not to confuse you, but to train your heart to listen beyond urgency. Urgency is not my voice. Fear is not my direction. Pressure is not how I lead my children. I lead with peace. Even when the path is unclear. The delay has been teaching you how to recognize my calm presence. It has been separating my voice from the noise around you. It has been loosening your grip on outcomes you thought you needed to survive. You are learning to trust me, not just for what I give, but for who I am with you while you wait. That matters more than you realize. My child, you are not being punished for past mistakes. You are not being tested to see if you are worthy. You are not being ignored while others are favored. I do not compare my children. I do not rush healing. I do not hurry growth. I know exactly where you are. I know exactly how long this season has felt. And I know exactly when the next step will be safe for your heart. If you are listening right now, you can gently say, my trust is my choice. Not because you feel perfect faith, but because you are choosing me even with questions. That choice matters. There are things being rearranged that you cannot yet see. There are protections unfolding quietly, without announcement. There are alignments happening beneath the surface of your life. What feels like delay to you is preparation in my hands. I am not late. I am not distracted. And I am not uncertain. I am careful with you. You have asked me to guard your heart. This waiting is part of that guarding. You have asked me to guide your steps. This pause is part of that guidance. I know it is uncomfortable. I know it stretches your patience. I know it tempts you to take control again. But stay with me. Do not move just to feel relief. Do not choose speed over safety. Your peace is more valuable than quick answers. There is a reason you have not been released yet. And when you are, you will understand why the timing mattered. For now, remain here with me. Let your heart settle a little deeper. There is still more I want to show you about this season. And what is coming will make the waiting make sense. My beloved child, let me speak to the part of you that feels restless now. The part that wonders how much longer you can stay still. The part that fears missing out, falling behind, or being left behind. I see that tension in you. I feel it when your thoughts race ahead of your peace. Come, sit with me again. The delay has exposed something tender in you. Not weakness. Vulnerability. It has revealed how deeply you care. How much you desire purpose, connection, meaning. How much you want your life to align with something good and lasting. That longing is not wrong. I placed it in you. But longing without trust becomes anxiety. And anxiety makes you reach for answers that cannot carry you. That is why I slow you down. I know you have replayed different versions of your life in your mind. If I had chosen differently. If I had moved sooner. If I had known then what I know now. My child, release those thoughts to me. They are heavy because they were never meant for you to carry. Nothing essential has been ruined. Nothing meaningful has been wasted. I do not build your future on regret. I build it on grace. If this brings relief to your heart, you may softly say, Amen. Let it be a resting place, not a declaration of perfection. You think delay means you are unprepared. But I tell you, delay often means you are becoming ready in ways speed would have stolen. Speed would have skipped discernment. Speed would have ignored warning signs. Speed would have hardened places I am still healing. I am gentle with you because I know your wounds. Some of them you have not even named yet. Some of them you tried to move past too quickly. This pause is allowing healing to reach deeper layers. Layers you would have carried forward into the future if I had not stopped you. I do not want you surviving your future. I want you living it with peace. There are patterns I am breaking quietly. Cycles of overgiving. Cycles of self-doubt. Cycles of trying to earn love by proving your worth. The delay is loosening those chains. Even if you cannot feel it yet. If you are listening right now, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not behind schedule. You are on a path of refinement. I am teaching you how to pause without panic. How to trust without control. How to wait without losing yourself. These lessons will protect you long after this season ends. You have asked me for clarity. But clarity grows best in stillness, not pressure. You have asked me for direction. But direction comes when the heart is quiet enough to receive it. That is why I ask you to stay. Not forever. Just long enough for peace to settle deeper than fear. If you choose it, you can say quietly, my peace is my choice. Let that choice belong to you. I am not withholding joy from you. I am preserving it. I am not delaying love. I am guarding it. What is meant to meet you will meet you at the right depth. Not at the surface level where it could slip away. Trust me with the timing. Trust me with the unfolding. Trust me with the parts you cannot control. I know it feels slow. But slow is how roots grow strong. And what I am growing in you will last. Stay close. The next truth I will share will help you release even more of the weight you have been carrying. My child, I want to speak to the fear you have not said out loud. The quiet fear that asks, what if this delay means nothing will change? The fear that whispers, what if this is all there is? Come closer. Let me hold that fear with you. I know how easily waiting turns into self-doubt. How silence can begin to feel like rejection. How unanswered prayers can make you question your place in my heart. But listen to me now. Very gently. Very clearly. I do not delay because I am uncertain about you. I delay because I am intentional with you. You see the pause as emptiness. I see it as space. Space where I can heal what you rush past. Space where I can strengthen what has been fragile. Space where your heart can become ready to receive without fear of loss. You are not being kept from something good. You are being kept for something safe. Breathe with me for a moment. Let the tightness in your chest soften. You do not need to brace yourself against the future. I know you have asked me to remove the uncertainty. But sometimes certainty too early would lock you into something that limits you. Sometimes not knowing yet is mercy. There are things you think you want. That would have required you to shrink parts of yourself. There are outcomes you prayed for. That would have asked you to carry burdens you were never meant to hold. I love you too deeply to give you what would cost you your peace. If this truth is settling into you, you may quietly say, I trust you. Not loudly. Not perfectly. Just honestly. You have been learning how to wait without numbing your heart. How to remain open without becoming desperate. How to hope without demanding control. That is not easy. And I see the effort it takes. My child, the delay is not stripping you of momentum. It is aligning your heart with wisdom. It is teaching you to recognize my leading by peace, not by pressure. I am shaping your discernment. Soon, you will be able to sense when something is not right. Even if it looks good on the surface. That awareness will protect you again and again. You think you are standing still. But inwardly, you are growing steadier. Quieter. Stronger. That strength will matter. If you are listening right now, know this. I am not asking you to pretend everything feels okay. I am asking you to bring everything you feel to me. Bring me the impatience. Bring me the disappointment. Bring me the longing you are tired of carrying. I can hold it without judgment. I can meet you without conditions. You do not need to rush your healing. You do not need to force clarity. You do not need to compare your journey to anyone else's. Your path with me is personal. And I am walking it with you, step by step. This delay is teaching you how to listen more deeply. How to choose peace intentionally. How to remain rooted when circumstances feel uncertain. These are not small lessons. They are foundations. What is built on them will not easily collapse. Stay with me a little longer. There is another layer of this waiting I want to reveal to you. And it will help you release even more fear from your heart. We are not finished yet. My child, now let me speak to the part of you that feels invisible in this season. The part that wonders if anyone notices how hard you are trying. The part that feels overlooked while others seem to be chosen first. I see you. I see the quiet faith you carry when no one applauds it. I see the strength it takes to keep trusting when nothing changes outwardly. I see the prayers you stopped saying out loud because you were afraid of being disappointed again. You have not been forgotten. You have not been passed over. You are not standing in the wrong place. This delay has been a covering. There are eyes that were not meant to find you yet. There are expectations you were not meant to carry. There are pressures that would have shaped you in ways that did not honor who you are becoming. So I hid you for a moment. Not to shrink you, but to protect you. Rest your heart here. You do not need to prove your value by being seen. If you are listening right now, you may gently say, I am still here. I am here with you. You thought being hidden meant being unimportant. But being hidden with me is often preparation. It is where roots grow deeper than applause ever could. It is where identity becomes anchored beyond approval. I know you want confirmation. A sign. A clear signal that you are moving in the right direction. But my child, the calm you are learning to choose is already a sign. The boundaries you are learning to hold are already evidence. The discernment growing in you is already progress. You are becoming someone who will not be easily shaken. The delay is teaching you how to listen inwardly instead of chasing external validation. It is teaching you to trust my voice over the noise of comparison. It is teaching you to value peace more than recognition. These lessons will shield you later, when more is entrusted to you. You asked me for growth. But growth often happens quietly, underground, away from attention. If I rushed you into visibility too soon, you would have carried expectations that would have drained your joy. I am guarding your joy. If this resonates with you, you may softly say, my faith is my own. Let that ownership settle into your spirit. You do not need to rush into the next chapter to be valuable. You do not need to be chosen publicly to be chosen by me. You do not need to perform strength to be strong. You are learning how to rest without guilt. How to wait without bitterness. How to trust without needing constant reassurance. That is not delay wasted. That is maturity forming. I know you sometimes fear that if you do not push forward, you will lose momentum. But momentum built on anxiety does not last. Momentum built on peace endures. I am aligning your timing with sustainability. I am shaping a future you can carry without losing yourself. There will be a moment when I bring you forward. And when that moment comes, you will feel steady, not rushed. Confident, not pressured. Ready, not reactive. Until then, allow this season to complete its work in you. You are not hidden because you are small. You are hidden because what is forming in you is precious. Stay close to me. The next thing I share will help you understand why this season, difficult as it feels, will one day be something you thank me for. We will continue together. My child, let me speak now to the exhaustion you feel deep in your spirit. Not the tiredness of the body, but the weariness of hoping again and again without seeing change. I feel that heaviness with you. I know how long you have been holding on. Waiting has asked more of you than you expected. It has required patience when you wanted movement. Trust when you wanted certainty. Stillness when you wanted answers. And you are tired. Come to me. Let me ease that weight. You have been strong for so long that you forgot you are allowed to rest. You have carried responsibility that was never meant to live on your shoulders. You have tried to stay faithful while quietly fearing that you might run out of strength. But listen to me now. You are not running out. You are being renewed. The delay is giving your soul room to breathe again. It is teaching you how to receive instead of constantly striving. It is showing you that you are loved even when you are not producing, proving, or progressing outwardly. You are loved because you are mine. If you are listening right now, you may gently say, I receive your peace. Let it be a surrender, not an effort. I know you feel pressure to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep believing harder. But my child, belief does not grow under force. It grows in safety. That is why I slow you down. So your faith can breathe. So your heart can soften again. So your trust can become restful instead of tense. I am not asking you to pretend the waiting does not hurt. I am asking you to stop punishing yourself for feeling weary. I see how you question yourself when progress feels invisible. I see how you wonder if you have done something wrong. I see how easily guilt tries to creep in. Release that guilt to me. You are not failing because you are tired. You are human, and I understand. The delay is allowing you to separate your identity from your outcomes. It is teaching you that your worth does not rise and fall with results. It is anchoring you in something deeper than achievement. This will protect you later, when more is placed in your hands. I am building resilience in you, not through pressure, but through presence. I am teaching you how to rest without fear of losing ground. I am showing you that peace is not a reward for finishing, but a gift you can receive even in the middle. If this truth is reaching your heart, you may quietly say, I choose rest. Let that choice belong to you. You do not need to rush your recovery. You do not need to force enthusiasm. You do not need to keep explaining yourself to anyone. I know exactly where you are. And I am not disappointed in you. This season is not draining you without purpose. It is restoring you gently, layer by layer. It is teaching you how to carry hope without exhaustion. And that is a gift. Stay here with me a little longer. There is still one more truth about this delay that will help your heart release even deeper into peace. We are almost there. My child, now let me speak to the future you have been afraid to imagine. The future you stopped picturing because it felt safer not to hope. The future you placed on hold so disappointment would not hurt as much. I understand why you guarded your heart. Hope felt risky. Expectation felt heavy. So you learned to live smaller than your longing. But listen to me gently now. I am not asking you to force optimism. I am inviting you to trust me with what is ahead. This delay has not erased your future. It has refined it. What is coming is not built on pressure or desperation. It is being formed on steadiness, discernment, and peace. It will not demand that you abandon yourself to keep it. It will meet you where you are whole. Breathe with me. Let that sink in. You feared that waiting too long would make you miss what was meant for you. But what is meant for you will recognize you. It will arrive without needing to be chased. It will not require you to betray your peace to keep it. I am shaping a future that fits the person you are becoming. Not the version of you that was rushing out of fear. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, I choose trust. Let it be a quiet decision, not a loud promise. You do not need to know the details yet. You do not need to see the full picture. You only need to know that I am ahead of you, preparing what you cannot yet imagine safely. The delay has been aligning timing with readiness. Not just your readiness, but the readiness of circumstances, people, and paths that must meet you in peace. I know you worried that by the time something arrives, you might be too tired to receive it. But my child, what I bring will not drain you. It will strengthen you. You will step into what is next without the anxiety that once ruled you. You will recognize it by the calm in your spirit. You will move forward without the need to rush or prove. That is how you will know it is from me. You are learning to trust my pace. And that trust is becoming part of your foundation. If you feel clarity rising in you, you may quietly say, I understand. Let it settle gently. The delay has not been empty time. It has been sacred space. Space where fear loosened its grip. Space where peace learned to lead. Soon, you will look back and see how carefully I carried you here. Not with force. Not with urgency. But with patience and love. For now, stay present. Do not rush ahead in your mind. Do not rehearse outcomes that are not yours to manage. Be here with me. There is one final truth I want to share with you. And when you hear it, your heart will be able to rest fully. Stay with me. My child, listen to me now with a quiet heart. This is the truth I wanted you to reach before the end. The delay was never about slowing your life. It was about saving your soul from unnecessary pain. I have been protecting you from versions of yourself that would have survived, but not lived in peace. I have been protecting you from carrying burdens that looked meaningful, but would have quietly emptied you. I have been protecting you from attachments that would have cost you your freedom. You asked me for a life that feels whole. This waiting has been part of that answer. Rest here with me for a moment. Let the urgency finally release its grip. You do not need to rush toward what is coming. It is already moving toward you in the right time. With the right depth. And with the right safety for your heart. Nothing good has been lost. Nothing meaningful has passed you by. Nothing meant for you has been delayed beyond my care. If you are listening right now, you may softly say, Amen. Let it be a seal of peace, not effort. I want you to know this clearly, so it stays with you after this moment. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being led. The delay taught you how to listen. How to rest. How to trust without needing control. How to choose peace as your own decision. These are not small things. They will guard you for the rest of your journey. Soon, life will begin to move again. And when it does, you will notice something different. You will move without panic. You will choose without fear. You will walk forward without leaving yourself behind. That is my gift to you. For now, let your heart be still. You do not need to replay this season. You do not need to analyze it anymore. Simply carry this knowing with you. I was with you in the delay. I am with you now. And I will be with you in what comes next. If ever you feel tired again, return to this calm. Return to my voice. Return to this place of rest. You are deeply loved. You are safely held. And you can let go. Stay in peace, my child. And when you are ready, listen again. I will always meet you here.